How do you feel? You feel, you feel. I got the deal, the deal, the deal. I got the seal, the seal, the seal. I got the seal on what's really real. Hat stays intact while the body collapsed. Mad to the max while the rest stay relaxed. So how do you feel? You feel, you feel. Tell me, is it really real?
I got a sedative for the way you live. Actually an adjective, kinda like an ad-lib. Take the china out your cabinets, old pictures out your attics, a memorable accent. I'm talking about the colors of your habits. The story you tell, it sounds a little bit too tragic. What you brewing over there, we gotta call it talent.
How do you feel? You feel, you feel. I got the deal, the deal, the deal. I got the seal, the seal, the seal. I got the seal on what's really real. Hat stays intact while the body collapsed. Mad to the max while the rest stay relaxed. So how do you feel? You feel, you feel. Tell me, is it really real? Church slacks that I never slacked in. On wax on tracks, I'm team captain. Pants made of caskets, they're pure satin. In those same boxes that y'all been trapped in. Get those guns in applause and just start clapping. Tell me you're about that action. I'm about to tell you how it's about to happen. Church slacks that I never slacked in. On wax on tracks, I'm team captain. Pants made of caskets, they're pure satin.
How do you feel? You feel, you feel. I got the deal, the deal, the deal. I got the seal, the seal, the seal. I got the seal on what's really real.
One day I'll feel larger than life. Those feelings in the air, I might fly a kite. Pretty girls with the glare, I might get me some dykes. The kind that pull your hair and ride motorbikes. I woke up and didn't recognize this house. Don't know the name of the bitch, cigarette hanging out her mouth. Different day, different couch. She said last night was lit, gasoline doused, smoked an ounce. AC giving me chills like a cologne pen. Mixed a Vicodin with an Excedrin. Static bars on my television. Got to see all of my children on her chinny chin chin. Foot out the door, time to do it all again. Catch me in my whitey tighty, skid mark on the back. Down to earth in my Nikes hanging loose like my nutsack. These kids don't want to get hyphy, but these kids want to match. Last night these kids didn't like me until I broke and opened a cigar. Showed them I could rap. I gave them one zany bar, now everyone's lips are chapped. Walk down the street and feel the breeze on my knees. Before rolling up its leaves, a tree whispered to me, I guess you don't remember taking LSD. Things did look differently to me. Thought it was just me, it must be. These drugs are finally catching up to me. Right before I went to sleep, moments where I thought I was in a dream. Emoji told me it wasn't how it seems. Get what you need by any means. Well, I smelled the stale Nell, January to December. A dress returned to cinder. Last night was a night to remember. Baptized some saints into sinners. Bath salts and liquor. Oh my, what's for dinner? A room temperature glass of wine. Some bitch I met on Tinder. Catch me in my whitey tighty, skid marks on the back. Down to earth in my Nikes hanging loose like my nutsack. These kids want to get hypey, but these kids don't match. Last night these kids didn't like me until I broke and opened a cigar. Showed them I could rap. I gave them one zany bar, now everyone's lips are chapped. Catch me in my whitey tighty, skid mark on the back. Down to earth in my Nikes hanging loose like my nutsack. These kids want to get hyphy, but these kids don't know how to match. Last night these kids didn't like me until I broke open a cigar. Showed them I could rap. I gave them one zany bar, now everybody's lips are chapped. That's impeccable, that's incredible, dose like an edible. If the residue gets to you, limitless becomes measurable. Confused on what's red or blue, amused of what's false or true. We got the sickness fly like pancakes and blankets during picnics. Sky high, we fly for fitness. Murderous, we need a witness. Lord, or maybe some forgiveness. A quarter of your business, that's mine, I'll take this. That's way too practical. We need some patience. That day we acted full. Look, Mom, we made this. One day I'll feel larger than life. Those feelings in the air, I might fly a kite. Pretty girls with the glare, I might get me some dykes. The kind that pull your hair and ride motorbikes. One day I'll feel larger than life. Those feelings in the air, I might fly a kite. Pretty girls with the glare, I might get me some dykes. The kind that pull your hair and ride motorbikes. One day I'll feel larger than life. Those feelings in the air, I might fly a kite. Pretty girls with the glare, I might get me some dykes. The kind that pull your hair and ride motorbikes.
You say forget you, find me somebody new.
Monster with the sickness.
Infecting kids with it.
Vaccinate the conversation and quit being pretentious. Hard enough to break the bars in this jail sentence. Even got the Lord begging for forgiveness. Relentless, the weight on my shoulders while you sit on the benches. Benches for fitness, don't matter if you're feeling this. Cause I'm peeling lids and I got you a whole new subconsciousness. Lost in the cosmic. It's the kind of flow like a piss you can take on your therapist. That means I'm kinda pissed and I'm over this metropolis. Big enough to got like Zilla in a villa fingerprints. King Kong ain't got shit on this. Metabolic, alcoholic, whatever you want to call it. Take a shot, I just might call it. Take the viscosity of this liquor, my monstrosity, it makes it solid.
It's not that easy.
Below the temperatures, adjust your apertures. Ain't no amateur, make your life like a
Blur, manners like sir, calendar planners I stir. I'd make you unsure of this talent you put time in. Readjust your style, that one you've been biting. Reevaluate your life, your lifestyle rapper. Next time I'm in the limelight, a fox beside me, I'm a wolf gone dapper. And I'm here for the hunt. You got game or you a lame trying to stunt. I'ma do stuff no other human has done. We've been to the moon, fuck it, I'ma walk on this motherfucking sun.
It's not that easy.
Bridge collapse.
This set.
Play first act.
Masturbate once a day to keep the hoes at play. Sometimes the shit I say faces at a delay. I turn that bitch over like she's a fish fillet. I mold her future like she's made of clay. What's this fire you spit? Arsonist who likes to spray chlorine, gasoline, and bleach. This is a dream, a TED Talk speech. This is Mr. Elastic testing his reach. This is my church, this is how I construct a sound. This is how I won't let you down, just let me preach. Blood on the piano keys, Smokey the Bear burning trees. I tear the other MCs you try to compare to me. I am not on your radio, I'm on consciousness and its frequency. This is me creating masterpieces for the next century. This is me writing a couple deep in your human history. Yeah, you dabble, me a snake bite, I rattle. So move that skull up and down. This that tear shit up in a small town. Baseball bats across mailboxes. This that real shit, no suboxons. This is a chance from a doctor. It might be toxins. This that overly obnoxious, lawless, causeless. Nails in your coffins. This that bridge collapse. This that play second act. This that whisper, will you stay when you're not coming back? This that things uncertain. This that squeeze those words in. This that red velvet on these motherfucking curtains. This that. Always hammered, always been tear through that photo filter. You're the type of girl I could take out. You're the type I'd really like to make smile. Follow you around, I'm losing my head right now. So tell me who you are, what you've been about. Lost communication, so much frustration from loss of. It's like you stole the words right out from my mouth. Took the water from my town and you decided to cause a drought. Wait till your mom finds out what you've actually been about. You got me speechless, you got me to breathe bliss. And I didn't know I could feel this, I didn't know you could steal this. God damn, this was the realest emotion. God damn, this is the realest emotion. Wish you could see this, but you couldn't believe this. I'm just glad to be a part of your existence. I'm not mad at your heart of resistance. Stole the words like a robbery. Now the city has a bad economy. I've been sitting around, just focused on this icon in me. You're the type of girl I could take out. You're the type I'd really like to make smile. Follow you around, I'm losing my head right now. So tell me who you are, what you've been about. Lost communication, so much frustration from loss of. I was trying to get the perfect camera for the perfect picture, for me and you to fit in. I set the background and the moments around that we can sit in. I can decipher their lines and tell you that their words are scripted. I've got the book cover right here, and the pages, they just haven't been written. Can promise you that I'll come back. You can just sit around and know that it would take more than years to pass to take away that fact. Take away the ocean so I can finally die of thirst, or drown me in my self-inflicted problems, cause I'm the worst. Always hammered, always bitter, they are scared by a little whisper. I tear through the photo filter. I wanna live my life in a picture, sepia tone and drink mixture, and a camera always flicker. Always hammered, always bitter, they are scared by a little whisper. I tear through that photo filter.
Take me as I come, I am only one, watching as I go. You're a lethal threat, many I have met, this is magnetic. And I don't wanna die cause it's time flying by. And I don't wanna fall, I just wanna meet your demise. And I don't love you when you're leaving. What am I to do when the best part of me was you? You don't want me when I want you. What am I to say when I don't believe your words? When you say believe me, when you say believe me. Once upon a time, I met a sad guy. I was a good girl, and he left me with
There's a ghost living in this house. Letters to you, gasoline doused. A potent lotus, floor covered in some rodents. My nightmares about you, my favorite motion picture. Sepia tone wallpaper, cigarettes aftertaste, it's my favorite flavor. And there's graffiti on the bathroom stalls. Phone kept ringing when nobody calls. What happened to that moment when you actually needed me? I said, what happened to that time when you used to breathe in me? I said, what happened to that moment when you needed me to breathe? So I learned it's
Mind over matter. You were mine over hers. Ooh. How long will it take to move on?
when you used to breathe in me.
How long will it take to move on?
When you actually needed me. When you used to breathe in me, breathe in me, breathe in me. When you actually needed me.
My mind is dirty like the tip of your syringes. I share the same belief of those under bridges. I open the doorway before it had its hinges. I clutch it, crush it over time, my fist clenches. So tell me about your day when you do the dishes. God, my mind, it can be so relentless. Searching into all the wrong places for your forgiveness. First of all, none of these people really care. Focused with a stare in the mirror looking at their hair. I'm not the one to worry about the self-representation. I'm in the long haul of a celebration. And I've got two hands, this is a collaboration. So pick up the frequency and change the station. I could cough up some intestines telling you about the things I've been blessed with. Give me a pad and pencil, your face is what this is etched with. Give me your secrets and the items that they are kept with. Tell me about those mistakes that you slept with. It's been 3 days since you walked away from me. 3 days watching the love you steadily take from me. LAF, 3 days grace, straight liquor, nothing to chase. I'm saving face for another place, so get the fuck off my case and my destination. You weren't a part of this life I created. You were an unwanted guest who finally made it. We didn't want you here, so to be clear, you should disappear. I'm not gonna be sad or sincere. If you got nothing to fear, I am here. So tell me who you really are. We all know think you are a star, just like everyone here. To you, I dress like I just got through with an interview. I've been working on some beats that I can finally chew. What hurt is what you gave up on me so easily, so frequently, almost every day of the week. Tell me, baby girl.
I don't love you when you're leaving.
What are you getting at? Life story like a Snapchat, where you break it off at half like a Kit Kat, money from a church hat, we call that piggyback, acting like a kitty cat, simple with that stupid math. You just made a plan for today, and then I edited a whole century. There's mausoleums built on my ideas, crediting a little bit of my history. I'm decades ahead of your memory, your head's in the clouds, mine's somewhere orbiting around the moon. Bad checks and our bouncer was in space, there wasn't any room, so maybe I should give you some board games, maybe a clue. You're about to abort change, but baby, it's new. I'm jumping out of these planes with no parachute. I'm running these lanes without a pair of shoes. So bring out your pretty anchors and film crews. It's shattering, I'm the breaking news. I'm dropping hooks and powerful verses. This is the type of shit you should play in the churches. I've been on the lam for so long that I can't even rehearse this.
What are you getting at? Life story like a Snapchat? Where you break it off at? Half like a Kit Kat, money from a church hat. We call that piggyback, acting like a kitty cat. Simple with that stupid math.
and you don't know me, but if you did, you might blow me. Gonna go ham on my Instagram, crazy shit for those who give a damn. About to go wild out, give your selfie something to smile about. Turn around and completely freak out, because every tendency is on my face with a Sharpie. A drunk night with druggies all wrapped in Snuggies. My skin's crawling and it's just now starting to bug me. What are you getting at? Life story like a Snapchat. Where you break it off at? Half like a Kit Kat. Money from a church hat. We call that piggy bag. Acting like a kitty cat. Simple with that stupid math. I flipped the script like it was an inconsiderate acrobatic. I bit the lip of the muse you use as an addictive fix. I did those crimes with those rhymes and there was no fingerprints. I stabbed my mind with my spine just so I wouldn't lose it. There's a big difference between my art and what you call music. I got visuals from chemicals. Sickness, I'm clinical. Original, not fictional. You can show me the rituals of individuals standing around breathing the same air. Out of focus, they stare. My lotus slays, my page tears. Only at night we write. We run from the sun, young, dumb, and filled with cum. We've been doing this since the age of 21. What are you getting at? Life story like a Snapchat. Where you break it off at? Half like a Kit Kat. Money from a church hat. We call that piggyback. Acting like a kitty cat. Simple with that stupid math. I tore up the documents that make me a person. I thought I could adjust to the climates worse than what I was submerged in. Stand up, kid, fix your posture. Underneath the skin is a monster. A wolf looking for a moon to howl at. Another pretty girl for the demons to smile at. I'm searching for that place in my mind that used to be silent. I'm tearing down my memories, just another storm too violent. I was a fool to think that I was the only one on this island. It's not a parked car. I crashed through the window into the hot tar. Body flung far. I'm a rock star now, huh? I'm not at home a lot. I don't answer the phone a lot. I'm out the zone a lot. So when you see me in the parking lot, in my sentences with a ... cause I really don't have a goddamn thought. It's not a parked car. I crashed through the window into the hot tar. Body flung far. I'm a rock star now, huh? I can tell from the raise of your eyebrow, bruh. I got this shit running through my blood. I stick my outcomes in the slums. I can tell you give a shit, you got the runs. Me, I'm hella elevated. Give a shit, I'm constipated. I eat the hella concentrated. Work to show you I finally made it. A government experiment, and I've hardly been sedated. It's me in my apartment. Arguments with gods, everyone wants to start shit. I'll display the conversation and take apart it. Sorry about that smell, it's the sweat coming off my armpit. If there's a truth to tell, my muskets work with the shit that comes out your mouth. I could've sworn someone sharded. Come on, bro, where your bars been? I need a victim to eat, I'm fucking starving. They say it's unique, those fucking sheep. To them I'm a Martian, fuck that, a Planeteer Spartan. Taking over galaxies, a big bang when I light a cigarette and just spark it. I'm not at home a lot. I don't answer the phone a lot. I'm out the zone a lot. So when you see me in the parking lot, in my sentences with a ... cause I don't have a goddamn thought. It's not a parked car. I crashed through the window into the hot tar. Body flung far. I'm a rock star now, huh? It's not a parked car. I crashed through the window into the hot tar. Body flung far. I'm not a rock star now, huh?